They said Chief Duro was blessed. A man with the kind of wealth that didn't grow, it exploded. Hotels, refineries, estates, companies, ships, private jets. Everything he touched turned into gold. But nobody knew the truth. Nobody knew that deep under his mansion, past the locked steel door, past the dark staircase no one was allowed to clean, a creature waited for him. A creature whose breath could freeze blood. Whose voice could drive a man insane. Whose tears could drown a soul. A mermaid. Her name was Mira. Half woman, half ocean mystery. Beautiful, sorrowful, and dangerous. And Chief Duro did not love her. He did not fear her. He owed her. Because 20 years ago, when his ship capsized in the middle of the Atlantic, when all his men drowned and hope was gone, it was Mira who rose from the glowing blue water and whispered, "I can save you. I can make you wealthy. But everything has a price." And Chief Duro agreed. He agreed without asking what the price was. He agreed without knowing that every 7 years, he would have to feed her a life. And now, tonight, the 7 years were over. And Mira wanted someone. Someone whose name Chief Duro recognized. Someone whose face he had seen that very morning. Someone who would change everything. His hands were shaking. His heart was beating too fast. Because Mira whispered only one name. Bring. Emeka. And that was the beginning of a storm no man could escape. You're watching Nightfall Tales by Wura, where every story keeps your heart racing. If you're ready for a journey into darkness, mystery, and emotion, let's begin. The night was colder than usual. Chief Duro felt it immediately the moment he stepped into the backyard of his massive mansion, the one nobody entered without permission. The wind had a strange smell, like salt and sorrow mixed together. The moon was full, but its light looked weak, as if it feared what was coming. He walked slowly toward the old stone building behind the mango trees, a place everyone thought was a storage room. But it wasn't. There was nothing to store there except secrets. Chief Duro paused at the door. His breath shook. His heart thumped like a drum calling spirits. He placed his palm on the cold iron lock. It vibrated under his touch, the familiar warning. "She is awake," he whispered. Inside the room, something moved. A soft, slow sound. Like waves dragging sand. He swallowed hard. 20 years after the accident at sea. 4 renewals later. He thought he had mastered fear. He thought he had become strong. But the 7th year night never became easier. Not when a life had to be taken. Not when Mira was involved. He dragged the heavy door open, and warm blue light flooded out, washing over him like ocean water. He stepped inside. The temperature changed instantly, humid, salty, strange. There was a circular pool in the center of the dim chamber. The water glowed a soft blue, like moonlight trapped inside a bowl. And in the middle of the water, half submerged, with long wet hair falling like strings of darkness, Mira lifted her face. Her eyes, bright silver, pierced straight into his soul. "You came late," she whispered. Her voice sounded like 2 voices layered together. Chief Duro bowed his head. "Forgive me. There was a board meeting today." She tilted her head slowly. Humans and their excuses. He tried to smile but failed. Mira swam a little closer. The water rippled like it was alive. The scales on her tail shimmered, green, blue, silver, more beautiful than diamonds. "It has been 7 years, Duro," she said. "I can feel the hunger, inside me. You know what must be done." He nodded. His hands were trembling. His voice was weak. "Who do you want this time?" Mira closed her eyes. She inhaled slowly, like she was smelling distant memories. Then she said the name. Emeka. Chief Duro stepped back. His chest felt tight. "Emeka?" She opened her eyes again. "Yes. The one whose spirit shines with innocence." "Bring him." Chief Duro felt sweat run down his back. Emeka was one of the best workers in his company. Quiet. Respectful. Always smiling. He had a sick mother he cared for. And a young girlfriend who always waited for him at the bus stop. He was the kind of young man people prayed to have as a son. No. Mira, choose someone else, Chief Duro whispered, almost begging. Myra's tail splashed lightly, a warning. 20 years ago, you asked for greatness. And I gave it to you. Do not break the pact now. Chief Duro lowered his head. Tears he refused to let fall burned behind his eyes. I will bring him, he said quietly. And that was the moment his life began to crumble. Because Emeka was not an ordinary boy. And tonight, the ocean spirits were watching. The sun was setting over the busy city when Emeka stepped out of the company building, wiping sweat from his forehead. He had just finished helping repair a generator at the back of the office. His hands were dirty, but his smile was bright. He always smiled. Even when life was hard. A few workers greeted him as he walked out. Emeka, good night. Safe journey. Tell Amara we greet her. He waved shyly at them. He was not a man of too many words. At the gate, he saw her, Amara, standing under the big almond tree. She wore a simple yellow dress, and her hair was tied behind her head. She spotted him and waved excitedly. Emeka laughed softly and walked faster. When he reached her, she frowned and tapped his chest gently. You promised you will not do the heavy work again, she said. Emeka smiled. It was only small work. Amara shook her head. Every time you say small work, you end up coming home tired. He held her hands. One day soon, everything will change. She sighed. You always say that. He kissed her forehead. Because I believe it. They walked toward the bus stop, hand in hand. Amara suddenly stopped. Emeka. He turned to her. Yes? She looked worried. Today. I felt something strange. Like a shadow passing behind you. Emeka laughed. A shadow? Amara, stop thinking too much. I'm fine. But Amara didn't laugh. She had always been sensitive to things people couldn't see. Just then, a black SUV drove past slowly, too slowly. Inside the car, hidden behind tinted glass, Chief Duro watched them. His heart was pounding. Seeing Emeka smiling. Seeing Amara holding him. Seeing their pure, innocent love. It made the guilt heavier. His phone rang. It was Myra's voice through the enchanted charm he wore. Do not delay. Bring him before midnight. Chief Duro closed his eyes. The countdown had begun. He instructed his driver. Follow them quietly. When Emeka and Amara finally got to the bus stop, the SUV parked far behind, its headlights off. Amara suddenly shivered. Emeka. I feel something bad. He squeezed her hand. Nothing will happen. But he was wrong. Because someone had already chosen him. And the night was almost here. Emeka and Amara reached home safely. Their house was small, one room and a small kitchen, but it was filled with warmth. His mother, Mama Grace, was lying on a mattress, coughing softly. Amara quickly served her warm pepper soup while Emeka cleaned himself up. Mama Grace smiled weakly. My son, my good son. Emeka sat beside her. Mama, how are you feeling today? She touched his cheek. Better now that I see you. He laughed. But inside, he wished he could do more. He wished he could give his mother proper treatment. He wished life was easier. Later that night, after Amara had gone home, and Mama Grace had fallen asleep, Emeka stepped outside to take fresh air. The street was quiet. The wind was cold. His phone suddenly rang. Unknown number. He frowned, then picked it. Hello? A calm male voice replied. Good evening. Is this Emeka? Yes. Who is this? This is Chief Duro. I'm calling from the company. Emeka's heart skipped. The billionaire himself? Calling him? Emeka straightened quickly. Good evening, sir. Chief Duro swallowed hard. His voice sounded normal, but his hands were shaking. Emeka, I need you to come to my private residence now. There's urgent work. I will pay you very well. Emeka hesitated. Sir, it's late. My mother is sick. Chief Duro closed his eyes tightly. Myra's whisper echoed in his ear. Bring him. He forced confidence into his voice. Emeka, this is a big opportunity for you. Don't miss it. I promise this one night will change your life forever. Emeka looked at his sleeping mother. He needed money. He needed help. He took a deep breath. Okay, sir, send the address. Chief Duro exhaled shakily and lowered the phone from his ear. Behind him, Myra's voice floated through the charm. Good, bring him before midnight. Chief Duro wiped tears from his eyes. Forgive me, boy. He whispered. Emeka stepped back into the room, kissed his mother's forehead, and quietly left the house. Amara, in her home, suddenly sat up from sleep, heart pounding. She didn't know why. But something inside her whispered. Emeka is in danger. The black SUV arrived outside Emeka's house exactly 20 minutes after the call. The engine purred softly as the back door opened. Emeka stepped out of his compound, locking the wooden gate behind him. He wore only a clean t-shirt, simple jeans, and slippers. He didn't even know where he was going. He only hoped this opportunity would help his mother. The driver, a tall man with a blank expression, nodded at him. Good evening, sir, Emeka greeted politely. The driver did not smile. Enter, he said simply. Emeka entered the SUV and sat quietly. His hands were sweating. His heart kept beating fast, though he tried his best to calm himself. As they drove off, he looked through the window. Houses passed quickly. Streetlights blinked by. The city was alive, yet something about the night felt strange, uneasy, heavy. Meanwhile, in his huge mansion, Chief Duro stood at the balcony, watching the gate below. He felt sick. His heart was full of fear. His legs were weak. Every passing second made him hate himself more. The charm on his wrist glowed faintly. Myra's voice whispered. Bring him quickly, Duro. My hunger grows. He pressed his hand against his face. If there was another way, he would take it. If there was anything he could do to escape this night, he would do it. But the truth was painful. He was trapped. Locked in a deal he made many years ago. A deal he could not break. The mansion lights flickered as if the house itself was nervous. Downstairs, guards hurried around, looking busy, but none of them knew the real reason for the tight security. None of them knew what lay beneath the stone building in the backyard. None of them knew the creature that lived there. In the SUV, Emeka suddenly felt a strange chill. The driver wasn't talking. The road looked darker than usual. He cleared his throat. Sir, where exactly is your Oga's house? The driver didn't look at him. You will see it soon. Something about the tone made Emeka uncomfortable. He looked out again and noticed they were driving into a more isolated part of town, a place with huge lands, tall fences, and private estates. Rich people area, he murmured. After another 10 minutes, the SUV slowed down in front of a massive wrought iron gate. The kind of gate that looked like it could belong to a king. Armed security men stepped out immediately. The driver spoke quietly to them. They opened the gate. The SUV rolled in. Emeka swallowed. The compound was huge. Beautiful. But quiet, too quiet. Even the air felt strange. He stepped out when the driver told him to. A guard pointed to the main mansion. Go inside. Chief is waiting for you. Emeka nodded politely. But inside, a small fear was rising. As he walked toward the big doors, a sudden cold breeze brushed his skin. He paused and looked around. Nothing. But something in him whispered. Turn back. He didn't listen. He walked in. And the door closed behind him with a heavy sound. Almost like a warning. Chief Duro was standing at the bottom of the grand staircase when Emeka entered the mansion. The billionaire forced a smile, but the truth was visible in his shaking hands and tired eyes. Good evening, sir. Emeka greeted, bowing slightly. Chief Duro nodded slowly. Emeka, thank you for coming. The young man looked around. Everything was beautiful, expensive furniture, crystal lights, shiny marble floor, but something about the atmosphere felt wrong. Sir, you said there's work for me, he asked softly. Chief Duro swallowed. His throat felt dry. Yes, yes. Come with me. He started walking toward the back of the mansion. Emeka followed. But the further they walked, the more uneasy he felt. The lights dimmed slightly. The hallway became colder. His heart began beating faster. He tried to calm himself. It's just a job, he whispered inside his mind. But when they reached the back exit door, Chief Duro stopped suddenly. His shoulders shook. He could not turn to look at Emeka. Sir? Are you okay? Emeka asked gently. Chief Duro closed his eyes. A tear escaped. Emeka didn't see it. Emeka, Chief Duro whispered. Sir? You are a good boy. Emeka smiled faintly, confused. Thank you, sir. Chief Duro's voice cracked. I'm sorry. The moment those words left his mouth, the charm on his wrist started glowing angrily. Myra's furious voice burst out. Duro! Bring him! Bring him now! Emeka jumped back, startled. The voice, feminine, echoing, came from nowhere. Chief Duro panicked. Emeka, don't run! But it was too late. Emeka stepped away slowly, fear spreading through him. Sir, what is happening? What was that voice? Before Chief Duro could answer, the backyard lights suddenly blew off. Pop! 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 Darkness swallowed them. Emeka's breathing became fast. Chief Duro grabbed his arm. Please, just follow me, don't make this harder. Emeka pulled back. No! Something is wrong. Let me go. But Chief Duro held him tightly. Forgive me, forgive me. A distant sound rose, like water splashing violently. Then Myra's voice again. Bring him to me. The ground trembled lightly. Emeka froze. That was not a human voice. Not a human sound. Fear swallowed him whole. Sir, please, please tell me what is happening. Chief Duro shook his head helplessly. I can't stop this. And those 4 words. I can't stop this. Broke something inside Emeka. He tried to run. But Chief Duro grabbed him again. Emeka! Don't fight. If she doesn't eat tonight. Eat? Emeka shouted, his voice cracking. Eat what? A burst of water hit the underground stone door at the backyard. Boom! Emeka screamed. Chief Duro flinched. Mira was getting impatient. The night was turning into something dark and dangerous. And Emeka was trapped. Amara woke up suddenly, gasping, sweating, heart beating like a drum. Her room was completely dark. But her fear was loud. She looked around quickly, trying to understand why her chest felt heavy, why her hands were shaking, why tears were already running down her face. It took her only a few seconds to remember the dream. The terrible dream. She was standing near a huge dark house. Wind blowing everywhere. A woman's voice crying. No, not a woman. Something else. And she saw Emeka. running, screaming, reaching out for her. Before a wave of blue water swallowed everything, Amara covered her mouth, shaking. God, please, protect Emeka. She rushed out of her room and ran to her aunt's door. Her aunt opened the door immediately, shocked. Amara! What is it? Why are you crying? Amara couldn't speak. Her voice was gone. Her heart was drowning in fear. Her aunt held her tightly. What happened? Amara finally whispered. Emeka. Emeka is in danger. Her aunt blinked. How? What are you saying? Amara stepped back, breathing hard. I don't know how I know, but something bad is happening, right now, this moment. Her aunt frowned, confused and worried. Amara grabbed her phone. She dialed Emeka. Ringing. 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 No answer. She tried again. Still nothing. Her tears fell harder. Something was very wrong. Her heart knew it. Her spirit felt it. She grabbed her wrapper and rushed out. Her aunt called after her. Amara! Where are you going? Amara didn't stop. To Emeka's house. Something is wrong. She started running. Barefoot. Crying. Breathing fast. Because love. Strong, pure love. Was pulling her into the night. Pulling her toward the truth. And toward a mansion she had never seen. A mansion that was already preparing to take everything from her. Chief Duro dragged Emeka toward the backyard, sweating heavily. The night air was colder now. The trees near the stone building were shaking, not from wind, but from something deeper, something beneath the ground. Emeka kept struggling. Leave me. Leave me. I didn't do anything. Chief Duro held him tightly, voice cracking. Emeka, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish there was another way. Another way? Those words stabbed Emeka. He didn't understand anything. All he knew was that something terrible was happening. Something he could not escape. Boom! The underground stone door shook again. Blue light leaked from the cracks. A wet, echoing voice drifted out deeper, louder, more impatient. Duro! I am waiting. Emeka froze. He had never heard anything like that. That voice didn't sound like a woman. It didn't sound human. It didn't even sound alive. It sounded ancient. He turned to Chief Duro, shaking. Sir, please, please don't do this. I beg you. My mother, she depends on me. Amara, she. Chief Duro covered his ears, unable to listen. He couldn't look at the boy's tears. He couldn't bear the pain. But he kept dragging him. Forgive me, Emeka. Forgive me. As they reached the stone building, Emeka tried again. He pushed Chief Duro with all his strength and ran toward the gate. He didn't get far. 4 guards appeared immediately, blocking him. Emeka fell to his knees, panting. Please, help me, he wants to kill me. The guards stared at him in confusion. They didn't know what was happening. They only followed orders. One of them stepped closer. Oka Duro, what should we? Before he finished speaking, the stone door behind Chief Duro opened by itself. A blast of blue water rushed out, cold, glowing, wild. Amara reached Emeka's house, sweating and shaking. She knocked on the door hard. Mama Grace. Mama Grace. The old woman opened the door slowly. Her face was tired. Amara? Why are you running like this? What happened? Amara held her hands tightly. Mama. Emeka, where is he? Mama Grace sighed. He went out. Chief Duro called him for work. Amara's eyes widened. The dream. The fear. The voice. The water. The darkness. Everything clicked. Her heart dropped. Work? At this time? Mama, something is wrong. Something is very wrong. Mama Grace frowned. What are you saying? Amara shook her head quickly. I have to go to him. I have to find him. Mama Grace grabbed her hands. You cannot go out alone at this time. It's late. Dangerous. But Amara pulled her hands away. Her tears flowed. Her body trembled. Mama, I will die if something happens to him. I have to go. She didn't wait for permission. She rushed out of the compound again. But this time, she didn't run blindly. She ran straight to Mama Coco's house. Mama Coco, the old woman people feared and respected. The one who saw visions. The one who talked to water spirits. She knocked loudly. Mama Coco. Mama Coco, please open. After a long moment, the door opened slowly. The old woman appeared with a lantern, squinting her eyes. Ah, child of tears. Why are you crying in the middle of the night? Amara fell to her knees. Her voice cracked. Mama Coco, they took Emeka. Mama Coco froze. Her eyes narrowed. Who? Amara swallowed hard. Chief Duro. The lantern flame flickered suddenly. Mama Coco inhaled sharply as if she already knew. The 7th year, she whispered to herself. Amara didn't understand. She held Mama Coco's wrapper tightly. Mama, please help me. Something bad is happening to him. I can feel it. Mama Coco turned and picked a small leather bag. Inside were cowries, charms, and a small bottle filled with sea sand. She looked Amara in the eyes. Stand up. We are going to the mansion. Now. Amara stood quickly. Mama Coco locked her door and started walking fast. Amara followed closely. Mama Coco, what is happening? The old woman didn't turn. Her voice was low, dark, heavy. Your Emeka has been chosen by a mermaid. Amara stopped breathing. What? Mama Coco continued walking. If we don't reach there in time, you will never see him again. Amara's legs shook violently. Tears blurred her vision. But she ran even faster. She would face anything. Even spirits. Even death. Because love was stronger than fear. Back at the mansion, Emeka was still on the ground, breathing fast, eyes wide with terror. Mira glided closer. Her tail slid on the floor, leaving trails of glowing water. She circled Emeka slowly. Her silver eyes watched him deeply. Then she spoke, her voice echoing like waves crashing inside a cave. You are young. You are innocent. Your soul will taste sweet. Emeka cried harder. Please don't kill me. Mira paused. Something in his voice touched her. Something familiar. Once, long ago. She too had cried like this. She too had begged. She too had wanted to live. But the ocean spirits did not listen. Still, the ancient law remained. She turned toward Chief Duro. Bring him. Chief Duro stood shakily. His legs felt like they were made of paper. He walked toward Emeka slowly, each step heavier than the last. Emeka, forgive me. Emeka crawled backward. No, sir, stop. Before Chief Duro could reach him. Thunder cracked across the sky. The mansion lights flickered wildly. And the front gate slammed open. Amara ran in, barefoot, panting, crying. Behind her, Mama Coco walked calmly, holding the lantern. Chief Duro gasped. How did you get in here? But Amara didn't even look at him. Her eyes locked on Emeka. Emeka! Emeka turned. His heart broke. His tears doubled. Amara! Amara, please run! Go back! But she ran toward him instead. Mama Coco reached the backyard and stopped immediately. Her eyes widened. Her lips shook. She whispered, "Mira, daughter of the deep ocean." Mira turned slowly toward the old woman. Her eyes glowed brighter. The air became heavier. The wind stopped. Silence swallowed the backyard. Then Mira spoke, her voice full of ancient power. "Coco! I know you." Mama Coco nodded weakly. "And I know you too, spirit of sorrow." Amara reached Emeka and held him tightly. She cried into his shoulder. Emeka held her back, shaking. Mira watched them. Something broke inside her expression. A small, sad, forgotten emotion. A memory of love. A memory of pain. She whispered to herself, "Love." Amara stood up suddenly and faced Mira, tears falling fast but her voice strong. "Please, please don't take him. Take me instead." Emeka shouted immediately. "No! Amara, no!" Mira stared at the girl. Her eyes softened. But the glowing pool behind her began to bubble violently, reacting angrily. The ocean spirits were calling. Demanding. Hungry. Myra's voice shook. "The ocean has chosen. I cannot change fate." Mama Coco stepped forward. Her hand tightened around the leather bag. "You cannot change fate, yes. But fate can be challenged." Myra's silver eyes turned sharp. "Do not interfere, Coco." Mama Coco opened her bag slowly. Her voice dropped into a whisper. "Tonight, a new story will be written." The backyard was completely silent except for the bubbling of the glowing pool. Mira floated, half in water, half on stone, her silver eyes locked on Emeka and Amara. Chief Duro cowered near the wall, shaking uncontrollably. Mama Coco stepped forward, holding the small leather bag of charms and sea sand. Her voice was low, commanding. "Mira, child of the deep ocean, listen. This boy is innocent. Your law is old, cruel, but it can be bent by courage and love." Myra's eyes flickered, confusion mixing with centuries of sorrow. "You know not what you ask, old woman," she whispered. Her tail lashed violently, sending a wave across the stone floor. Emeka, still trembling, held Amara's hand. "Please, stop. Stop this." "I don't want to die," he shouted, but his voice was weak. Amara stepped in front of him. "You will not touch him. Take me instead," she cried. Tears ran freely, dripping into the glowing pool. Mira paused. Her gaze softened for just a fraction of a second, long enough for the pool to quiet slightly. Mama Coco sprinkled the sea sand across the water, chanting softly in an ancient tongue. The pool rippled, forming a spiral of light. A low hum filled the air, vibrating into Emeka's chest. The mermaid hissed in frustration. "No human can undo the ocean's will." But Mama Coco's voice grew stronger. "A willing heart, a sacrifice of love, can bind the ocean to mercy." Emeka stared at Amara. He shook his head. "No. You don't have to." But Amara's hand squeezed his. "I choose him. I choose love. Not fate." The pool erupted violently. Mira was lifted, spinning in the air as if the water itself carried her. Blue light shot into the night sky, illuminating the mansion. Chief Duro screamed, clutching his head. "No! I will not lose him. I will not." The ocean spirit's hum became deafening. Myra's body trembled as if caught between two worlds, the deep ocean and the human world. And then, silence. Mira slowly sank to the pool. The glow dimmed. Her silver eyes softened as she looked at Emeka and Amara. "Love is stronger than greed," she whispered. Chief Duro fell to his knees, weeping uncontrollably. "Forgive me, forgive me." Amara pulled Emeka close. Their hearts pounded together, a shield against fear and death. Mama Coco lowered her charms. Tonight, a new story begins. But remember, some debts can never fully vanish. The morning sun rose over the mansion, painting the sky in pink and orange. Emeka and Amara were sitting together under a tree, exhausted but alive. Chief Duro was inside, silent, staring at the empty pool. The mermaid was gone. She had vanished into the depths of the earth, returning to the ocean, leaving only faint traces of glowing water. He whispered to himself. I wanted everything, and almost lost it all. My wealth, my life, my soul. Mama Coco approached him, her eyes sharp but full of sadness. Your wealth has survived, for now, she said. But never forget, it is borrowed from powers you cannot control. Respect the ocean, or it will take again. Chief Duro nodded silently. Tears streamed down his face. Meanwhile, Emeka and Amara walked through the mansion's backyard. The stone pool looked ordinary now, the glowing light gone. Did we really survive? Emeka asked, voice trembling. Amara held his hand. Yes, we did. Because we chose love and courage. He looked at her, overwhelmed with gratitude. I don't know how to thank you, he said. Live, Amara replied softly. That's all the thanks you need. Live, and never forget tonight. Chief Duro appeared behind them. He lowered his head in respect and remorse. I will change, he whispered. I swear. No more bargains with what I cannot understand. Emeka looked at him cautiously. You have to. Or everything will be lost. And at that moment, all three understood, wealth, life, love all came at a price. Some debts could be repaid with courage and love, but greed never truly dies. In the end, wealth fades, power fails, but the choices we make echo forever. Chief Duro paid for his greed, Emeka survived by courage, and the mermaid finally tasted freedom.